right, we're going to work with the distance formula. Distance formula is the square root of x squared or x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So in order to use the distance formula, we're going to need two ordered pairs. The first way that we can get an ordered pair is by simply looking at a graph. So if I look at this graph, I have my first ordered pair reading from left to right at negative 5, 3. And my second ordered pair would be negative 2, negative 3. This is going to be my x1. This is going to be my y1. This is going to be my x2. This is going to be my y2. And that's based on the order of where those ordered pairs are reading from left to right. We come to negative 5, 3 first. All right, so now let's go ahead and go to our formula. D is equal to the square root of x2 is going to be negative 2 minus x1, which is negative 5 squared, plus y2, which is negative 3, minus y1, which is 3 squared. I'm going to go ahead and keep the sign of the negative 2 and keep change. So I'm never subtracting. And then I'm going to do the same here. Keep the negative 3, change the subtraction sign to an addition sign, change the positive 3 to a negative 3. Keep change. And now I'm ready to simplify. So I have negative 2 plus 5 is going to give me 3 squared plus negative 3 plus negative 3 is negative 6 squared. 3 squared is 9 plus negative 6 squared is going to give me 36. So D is equal to the square root of 9 plus 36. D is going to equal the square root of 45. I'm going to go over here on my calculator. I'm going to do Control and the x squared button will give me the square root, 45. Enter. And I'm going to round to the nearest tenth. So that means that D is going to be approximately 6.7. All right, let's try a second one. Now, in this example, I haven't given you a graph. I've just simply given you the ordered pairs. Again, you're going to label this one x1, y1, and B is going to be x2, y2. Formula is D is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So you always want to start with your formula, and then you're going to do your substitution step, and then you're going to solve. So we're going to do D is equal to the square root of x squared is 3 minus x1 is negative 4 squared plus y2 is negative 1 minus 1 squared. Again, we're going to do our keep change to keep track of our signs. So keep change and keep change. I'm going to have D is equal to the square root. 3 plus 4 is going to give me 7 squared plus negative 1 plus negative 1 is going to give me negative 2 squared. I'm always keeping the negative signs inside the parentheses to remind myself that I've got to keep track of that negative. So now I'm going to do d is equal to the square root of 49 plus 4. Again, quick reminder on the calculator, if I do negative 2 squared, I get negative 4. If I do parentheses, negative 2 parentheses squared, notice that I get a different answer, positive 4. That's because your calculator is going to follow PEMDAS. Here, the calculator is being told that you are squaring negative 2. In our first example, the calculator squares 2 and then multiplies it by negative 1. So it does make a difference whether you put the parentheses in or not. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do d is equal to 49 plus 4. It's going to give me 53, square root of 53. So control square root, 53, round to the nearest tenth, and that will give me d is approximately 7.3. And now you know how to work the distance formula.